Got your books? Had your morning coffee to get that grey matter engaged? Good, because it's time for university. Here's why you should be excited about 2 Point Campus.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
If you're anything like us, you've spent a long time building perfect medical facilities for ailing patients in 2 Point Hospital. Thankfully though, 2 Point County also has a higher education system, and 2 Point Studios have helpfully given us a transfer to test our management skills at various universities. The game isn't out until August the 9th, but we've seen enough to know you should be very excited indeed. Subscribe to Logitech G for more videos just like this one, and let's take a look at exactly what's on the way in 2 Point Campus.
Students are reminded plagiarism is not a belief system.
First things first, this is no mere reskin of 2 Point Hospital. 2 Point Campus still has all of the colourful visual style and cartoony grins, but this is a very different kind of sim. The first thing you'll notice is that the game is broken down into academic years. This means everything stops for as long as you want, so you can decide which courses to run over the coming year. You can choose to add extra subjects or just double and triple down on the courses you're already running and specialize in those particular subjects. Every end of year, you'll earn new resources to upgrade each course with extra room for students and better education. Plus, every 3 years, your students will graduate into the world and you'll get a new class of willing lambs to your educational slaughter. It's a perfect way to break up the time, so prepare to just tell yourself you'll just play for one more school year and then, well, not.
Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means.
We'll find out the full roster of available courses come launch, but 2 Point Campus has already revealed a number of unique, absurd subjects for our students. Gastronomy means cooking up a serious storm across cartoon kitchens. Virtual normality will let your students play in the tech world. Night school means jousting on toy horses. And we've even got courses in magic and archaeology to dive into. For each one, we need to build specific lecture theatres and individual classrooms for practical classes. Unlike 2 Point Hospital, there are shared rooms, which means everyone entertainingly piles in at once for class. Just expect to spend as much time watching everyone as you do organising lecterns and seating options.
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Let's be honest, 2 Point Hospital's patients, well, they were kind of an afterthought, weren't they? Even if a couple of them shuffled off the mortal coil and clogged up the corridor as ghosts, your bottom line was largely unaffected. Now though, in 2 Point Campus, your students matter. Not only do you need them to pass, but they need good accommodation that they'll pay for, and they need to be happy and entertained at all times. You've got to work for your money this time around. All work and no play makes your students dull boys and girls, and that means they need student unions for concerts instead of just endless classrooms and libraries. You can even make lecture theatres more exciting by using them as cinema rooms. The good news is that anytime you can click onto each individual student to see how they're doing. If they're struggling academically, you can even send them for personal tuition to up their grade point average. Importantly, student relationships are just as vital as your own uni days. Students have individual traits and will get along with specific other students from other courses. The gastronomy lot will even cook for non-chefs. Wish we'd had that at uni. Beans, anyone?
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
Clubs in 2 Point Campus aren't quite the same as those sticky-floored, beer-drenched ones of your youth. Instead, clubs here are committees that students across the campus can join. You can build specific totems for each one, and then students will sign up. As well as spicing up the decor, these also benefit students individually. So far, we've seen the Power Nap Club, which gives them the ability to have a nap on the go. This way, they don't need to go back to their dormitory for a quick snooze and can keep on working in the library or even sleeping on the job in the corridor between classes. It's going to be another useful string in our bows as we try to keep student happiness as high as the number of A grades at the end of the year.
Students are reminded education is non-refundable.
Part of the joy of sim games is designing everything just the way you want. And while 2 Point Hospital handed over the keys to the departments and wards, we never got to play outside in the fresh air. Ironic, given that probably would have been good for the patients.
Patients are reminded not to believe in ghosts.
This time around though, not only can we design our university buildings exactly to our tastes inside and out, but the grounds are fully customizable. This means you can save space inside for lecture theatres and student accommodation and move food stalls and seating outside. No matter their traits, students appreciate well-designed rooms and gardens, so if you get paths, hedges and decor just right, they'll get a noticeable mood boost as they walk between buildings. There are even bonus requirements that you'll only be able to fulfill with special outdoor furniture, like love seats and fountains. Don't worry if you don't fancy designing each university from scratch either. You'll always have the chance to have a "here's one we made earlier" option, so you can get straight to the good stuff.
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
And finally, don't worry, there might be some big differences between this and 2 Point Hospital, but 2 Point Campus is still full of the same absurd puns and jokes. For one, the receptionist from the previous sim appears to have decided to pivot away from a career in healthcare and followed us across 2 Point County.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
We'd say she's switched because she's passionate about student welfare, but by the sounds of it, she doesn't really care much for that either.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
There's no need to worry about puns here. Jest infections have been replaced by night school and virtual normality. And there are plenty of visual gags too. Every course room is packed with all kinds of fascinating gizmos and contraptions, and you can while away the hours watching the students interact with each one. Just be aware that the gastronomy course at the Piazza La Natra University might make you exceptionally hungry. Just look at that.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
So that's just some of the reasons we're excited about 2 Point Campus, which is out on PC on August 9th. Let us know what you're most looking forward to in the comments below, drop us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more previews just like this one. If you do already subscribe, hit that notification bell and we promise not to give you any homework, just let you know when our next video lands.